My name is Jordan Tyler. I'm a 5'10 receiver coming out of the University of North Texas, and honestly, my last season in college wasn't that good, so we'll have to see how I get drafted. And due to me not having a really great last season in college, my agent is telling me that I need to go crazy in this combine if I even want to have a chance at being drafted in the first round. Honestly, I'm expecting to go in second round just because my height. I'm not really much of a route runner, like, you know what I'm saying? I'm more of like a Kadarius Toney type of receiver, so we'll see how this goes. Gotta go crazy in the combine though. And here at the combine watching us is one of my favorite wide receivers of all time, Chad Ochocinco. So you already know I'm gonna have to go crazy. He told me before the combine I need to show off what I got, and I got him. The first thing we had to do was the bench press, which really isn't that important as a wide receiver, but honestly, I still did pretty good at the bench press, getting 19 reps, which was 13th ranked in the wide receivers. And now the 40-yard dash, which is what I've been waiting for this entire time, and I know here I'm going to show out because I'm probably the fastest receiver in the draft. And here I run a 4.28. I know I could have did better, but hey man, that's still pretty fast. Number one out of all wide receivers. And you know, with being a smaller receiver, I have to be really athletic. And here on the broad jump, I get a 12-foot broad jump, which is obviously number one out of all receivers. And now the 20-yard shuttle, which is something I thought I would have easily won because of how quick I am. But surprisingly, Jackson Smith and Jigba beat me by 0.06 seconds. That's crazy. Now for the final drill, I had to run routes, a little route tree thing. Now look, I'm not much of a route runner, so you know what I'm saying. But I'm more of a wide receiver that if you get that ball in my hands, I'm gonna do something with it. But here I end up getting 6 out of 8, which is still pretty good, and I think that's gonna make my draft stock pretty good. And lastly, in attempts to try to raise my draft stock a little higher, my agent wanted me to try to go into a little interview, answer some questions. But me, honestly, I wasn't trying to answer no questions. Whatever I am is what I'm gonna be in the draft. It is draft night, and none of my family showed up to support me while I get drafted. But Primetime showed up to be here with me, and my phone started ringing. Now this was very surprising to me. I was drafted number 14 even after the very mediocre last season in college I had. I guess I played that well in the combine that the Patriots want me to be the receiver 1 or something. And we're gonna see what happens. But hey man, look, we're in my first training camp practice before the preseason starts, and honestly, I ain't have that. I had a pretty bad camp actually. Like, my route running is so mediocre. Like, honestly, I'm just so surprised I was drafted that high. I have barely any route running. I'm more of a get that ball, get to juking people, and that's how I get my yards. So hearing this little 1v1 drill, I couldn't really do too much, but I'm gonna have to work on that stuff through the season, and eventually I'm gonna be able to be a number 1 receiver. But man, I ain't gonna lie, this training camp was bad. I'm gonna have to show off in the preseason. Now listen here, this season can either go up or it can go down, because our quarterback is Mac Jones. We have a pretty decent running back, and honestly, I'm surprised. Coach has me number 1 wide receiver over Juju, Devontae Parker, all these other receivers. I don't know, man. We'll see. It is now my first preseason game, and in this game, Coach is gonna let me play the first quarter, so I'm gonna have to do as much as I possibly can in that first quarter. Hopefully, Mac Jones gets me that ball. On my first play of the game, Mac Jones tried to get me going early. He just throws his ball up, a jump ball to me. Now listen, mind you, I'm 5'10". I don't think I'm getting those. Then on 3rd and 10, I'm running a little post route, trying to get the first down. Mac Jones running to the right side and throwing left, crossbody. I don't know why he threw that. Could have been picked off. But Mac Jones makes up for that dumb pass and throws this dot to the back of the end zone to Devontae Parker. He's probably truly our number 1. Now this play right here is the reason why they drafted me to this team. Running the streak, beating that boy over the top. Mac Jones putting that on the money, 50-yard catch for my first. We win the first game of the preseason 27-6, and honestly, one quarter, 54 yards with one catch, that's pretty good. Now we're in game 2, and Bill Belichick is finally giving me a play that is pretty useful for me because I used a lot of jet sweeps and like screen plays in college. But then on 3rd and 7, Mac Jones throws an out route guarded by Jair Alexander, and of course, he's going to make him drop that ball. Now, I don't know what it is with Mac Jones and throwing bad passes in the coverage, but bro, he gonna have to stop doing that in the regular season. Now this play right here was a little weird. I'm running a streak and it turned into a broken play because the offensive line is blocking pretty well. He just throws his ball and I run back to it and catch it, and that was my first catch of the game. I knew eventually the Packers pass rush was gonna get to us. I just didn't know when. They sent a blitz and got a sack. Then on 3rd down, I beat this DB off the press. I could have got this ball. He could have just threw the ball over, just a little live pass, and we probably would have had a touchdown, but we didn't get the first. But on 4th and 1, Mac Jones throws a dot to the slant on the other side of the field, getting the first down. As much as I wanted this touchdown bad, Mac Jones finds Devontae Parker open for a touchdown. I'm telling you, he's our #1 receiver. He's going crazy this preseason. Down 14-7, and on 1st and 10, I get the first down by doing an out route, and that ball was honestly bad. That should have been to the sideline. Still caught it though. 3rd and 10, Mac Jones decides to take a little check down to the running back, and I couldn't see it, but I think he dropped that pass. We lose our 2nd preseason game, so we're 1-1, losing 17-9. In this game, I had 2 catches for about 50 yards and 5 rushing yards. Now it's week 3 of the preseason, the last preseason game. I gotta go crazy. Coach is gonna let me play about the whole game, so hopefully I can get the ball. We're starting off this game running a little jet sweep, and y'all already know me. I'm getting this first down. I wasn't able to get any more than that, but hey, still got it though. On 3rd and about 2, Mac Jones could have just threw me the slant off the cut, but instead he throws to the other side of the field, and now it's 4th and 1. We gotta punt the ball. This play makes me scared about the regular season because I'm on a receiver screen. He sees that the cornerback is on me. He sees the cornerback knows what I'm doing, and he still decides to throw the ball. It's picked off, and they're already in scoring range. Like, come on, Mac Jones. You got to be better than that. And then not only that, it's 3rd and long, and I get open on this streak, wide open, and he overthrows it. I could have caught that ball and probably went to the touchdown, bruh. But then after overthrowing my pass, it's 3rd down and Devontae Parker is on the streak, and he actually puts it on the money, but somehow Devontae Parker dropped the ball. That's tough. We're trash. I still don't have a catch in this game, so I got to get one. Running the in route, getting the first down. Good thing I made that catch. We ran another jet sweep, and honestly, I tried to get to the outside of this linebacker, but somehow he still ended up tackling me with a dive. Here we go again. Look at receiver 1 on the corner route, getting this ball and scoring another touchdown in the preseason. Devontae Parker is having a pretty good preseason. Right when we thought we had something, we're down 24-7 in the 3rd quarter, and Mac Jones throws this terrible pass, which is picked off and taken all the way to the touchdown for 6. Wow. This is a terrible game right now, and I'm having a pretty bad game too. I have 1 catch in this game, and I finally get my 2nd one diving for it because Mac Jones is terrible. He overthrows it. Terrible preseason game for the team and for me. We lose 31-13. I only had 2 catches with 20, damn near 30 yards with 8 rushing yards. But I mean, how can I get yards if my quarterback is playing like this? I don't know, man. Y'all boys think I'm going to be a bust? Or do y'all think I'm going to go crazy when the season starts?